What's up guys, this is Rajat Gupta, welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered that you can use your MicroSD card in your camera or other devices using an adapter as a replacement to your SD card? Well, this thought never came to my mind until yesterday when I was running out of my memory card for my SLR. So the largest one I had is 16 GB and I wanted to buy a bigger capacity. Then I realized I do have a MicroSD card 64 GB that I rarely use. So why not use this one with adapter in my SLR as a replacement to the SD card? Is it even possible? Well, why not we try it out? I do have my camera with me right now. It's a Canon 80D, so why not we give it a shot? Let's check it out. Okay, so this is a setup I have. This is my Canon 80D camera, and that's gonna be my subject. So I'm gonna take some pictures. So let's try with my SD card. As you can see, this is my 16 GB SD card class 10. So it's actually good for videos and still photos, including raw photos. I've been using it for like 4 or 5 years already. So this works great. Let's try it out in the camera. This is gonna be the before comparison. I'm gonna take some burst shot. I'm gonna take some HD videos, full HD videos. And before that, why don't we format the card first? So I'm gonna go and format the card first. If I can find the option, here it is. Format, I'm gonna format it. So card is now ready to use. And let me take some burst shots. So if you guys don't know, Canon 80D is actually capable of taking 7 frames per second. So this is gonna be a really, a lot of pictures in less time. And I know this card actually works great. So let's try this experiment and see how this card performs. Okay, so after like 3 seconds, I believe, my card actually slowed down. As you can see, it is still recording on the card. It was a class 10 card, so I actually expect this to happen. Okay, so as you can see, this card has finished writing onto the card. And I'm gonna take a video, full HD video with this card. Let me actually set up the video to record full HD on 60 FPS. As you can read, it is full HD on 60 FPS. Okay, and I'm gonna start recording. Okay, as you can see, my card is actually recording on 60 FPS in full HD. And it's recording very fine, without any problems. So once again, my current card in the camera is class 10 MB per second writing speed. So it is actually writing very fine. There is no problems with the card currently. Okay, and I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna replace the card. Okay, so I got my card outside and I'm gonna put my MicroSD card into the adapter. It should click and like that. So my card is actually good to go. I'm gonna put that into my camera. It should fit as usual. There you go, my MicroSD card is inside the camera. And turn on the camera. I'm gonna format this card again, just to make sure that there is no issues with the card. Okay, let's format it. Okay, now I'm gonna take a burst shot again with the same settings that I had on the card previously. And this card is actually a UHS 3 card, which means that it is actually 3 times better than this card, so there should not be any memory issues or writing error as compared to that one. So let's try doing a burst shot again. Okay, and as you can see, it actually went better than the previous one. I believe it went through like 4 seconds before it actually stopped for writing it onto the card. And I actually forgot to mention, my camera is actually writing in RAW. So that means it's like a lot of data in less amount of time. So if you compare like burst option for before and after doing this experiment, I think this card actually performed better because it had like better writing speed, but it didn't perform worse. So that's the main part, right? Okay, now we're gonna try out our video comparison. So I'm gonna put my camera into the video mode. and let's try out video recording. As you can see, video is being written onto the card and it's going great. No issues whatsoever. The video quality is full HD at 60 FPS. So it's still writing, no issues, and no issues. I'm gonna turn it off. What we concluded from my experiment was the microSD card combined with my adapter actually performed as expected. And as you can see, this is a faster card. It's a UHS 3, so it was expected to be working better than this one, and it did. So what this means is the microSD, when combined with the adapter, works perfect, and there is no performance issue or whatsoever of any kind. So feel free to use your microSD card with an adapter as a replacement to your regular SD card. Okay, so now we have concluded from the experiment that we can use our microSD card with an adapter as a replacement of your SD card. So what's the benefit of doing that at the first place? Well, your microSD card with an adapter gives you more flexibility because you don't have to buy your SD card, only for your camera. You can use the same card in your all other devices like GoPro, your MP3 player, your dash cam, your cell phone, and whatnot. So that means you can use the same card in all of your devices. And what if you break your adapter? Your card will be still alive, right? Because it's separate. But that's not going to be the same case in your SD card. But this feature actually comes with one disadvantage that I can think of at present, and that is since you carry your camera at rough places, even in rain and desert and whatnot places, since this card is actually smaller, there are more chances of losing it. But I think the benefits are still more and better than the disadvantages, and I do suggest using your microSD card with an adapter in your SLR or any other cameras. I hope you liked this video and it was useful for you. And if it was, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'll be sharing more cool videos on the same lines. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.